Hello everybody, welcome to another Black Clover Saturday. This time I had the pleasure of reading Volume 9, which was a very good setup volume and conclusion volume for the arc we just had and the arc we're moving into. So I'd like to get straight into it because I got many questions and many answers I got from the last volume. What is Lisht? Because Veto talks about him like he's dead, but obviously we know he's not dead. I saw him a few chapters ago. So is the Lisht here not the same one Veto is talking about? Is there multiple? Because that could explain why Vengeance looks just like him, besides, the giant burn mark on his head. Or it could maybe just be a clan thing where they look really similar, kind of like the Uchihas. Then, of course, we get Yami entering the battlefield with this new move, which, I'm sorry, Dimensional Slash? I beg your pardon? Like, Dimensional. The scaling in this series is a lot higher than I thought it was. They return to the Clover Kingdom, and we get to see Julius again. And once again, his and Yami's relationship is probably one of my favorite in the series, just because of how much Yami respects him. Because Yami's kind of an asshole to literally everybody, except Julius, because he holds Julius in such high regard. And the Diamond Kingdom returns, of course, and my first instinct when I heard the Diamond Kingdom was talking about, I was like, where is Mars? Mars and Lotus are the only people I care about from the Diamond Kingdom. And I did get to see one, so I was happy with that at least. But it's basically just kind of like more hype, of course, because that off-screen black magic gives him insane buffs whenever he's not on camera. Now, an interesting question is, if Asta had his arms healed here, would he be stronger than Yuno? I would say. I just feel like Yuno doesn't have any direct counters to anti-magic yet. He'll probably get something eventually because he is Asta's rival. He's got to keep in pace with him. But for the time being, I still think Asta's probably stronger than him. Also, Langris ain't shit. This guy, I don't even want to call him by his name. Just use the sibling term like I do for Noelle's family, but he just ain't shit. Like, no one likes this dude. His own teammates don't like him. They genuinely keep him around only for the magic. Nothing else about this guy is redeeming. Also, what is Vengeance? Because his name is just fucking Vengeance. Like, I'm not falling for that where you change the A to an E. No, I'm not falling for that. Not to mention, his backstory feels like it has a lot of holes in it. Veto, when he was talking about Lisht from the past, we saw some sort of fire and a lot of people from a clan dead. So I don't think Vengeance was born with that scar. I think he might be lying about that. I think he got that scar as a very young child in that fire. I don't think he's Lisht exactly. I think he's just related to Lisht and he's working with the Midnight Sun and he's lying his ass off. Also, is this set up for a Diamond King arc? I feel like it's set up because I see Mars there. Also, who's this figure in the shade? I'm assuming it's got to be the strongest general, right? Because that's the one they're keeping hidden. If I had to say anything, I really do hope it is, I don't know, maybe a female general. So it looks like we only have male generals right now. So I wouldn't mind seeing a bit of diversity here. Be kind of nice. But besides the Diamond Kingdom arc, we get, I think, my favorite moment of Asta so far. And this really hit me. And I got kind of mad when reading this. Because from how people talked about Asta when I was getting into the story, I thought he was going to be like a very bland MC or something very boring. What the fuck were they reading? Because it was not Black Clover. Asta is so much fun and so interesting to me. Because right here, this moment, this is his Shibuya incident Yuji. This is his Fullbring Ichigo. But he doesn't break down. You see, the thing is, Asta already had his breakdown in the first chapter. Now, maybe he will have another one, but it will not be for a very long time. Because Asta's entire life, he has been beaten down, and even now, he's constantly being beaten down. But he's so used to these things that when he hears his arms might never work again, all right, he's been kicked on his ass so many times, this means nothing to him at this point. He had to grow up and become a magic knight with no magic. He still has legs, nothing's stopping. He's got his mouth, he can do some Zoro shit, nothing's stopping him. Which I want to point out, what kind of people are you surrounding yourself with? Because this is like the third classist I've seen you surround yourself with so far, What are you trying to do here, man? All right, but great volume. Really enjoyed it. Another, I would say 8, 9 out of 10. Probably 8 because it's a setup chapter. It's setting up a plot. I cannot wait to get into the next volume as usual. And I will see you guys all next week. Like and subscribe if you got time. Bye.